the allowances and endorse the budget. And
Can you provide us with the details of the periods that the salaries were increased or allowances and the process that it followed?
Now, Mr. Njie.
Yes.
At some point, we understand that Dr. Keita was, excuse me, Dr. Keita was suspended.
Yes.
Can you tell us who was acting whilst he was under suspension?
Well,
As Director of Finance.
as the deputy, I was overseeing.
You were not given
No.
a memo
No,
informing you that you are acting.
no. He didn't even hand over to me. He hand over to the director of admin.
To the director?
Of administration.
So, were you given any memo? Were you written to oversee the department of oversee the position of Director of Finance?
I think it was approved at the General Council where they say we oversee the position for the time being.
Yes, please provide us with the resolution that was done at the level of the council to direct you to oversee the Directorate of Finance. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Now, between 2018 to 2020,
yes.
Do you know whether there were any lawyers that were hired or consultants?
Yes.
Tell us, please.
I think before 2018, we were with Ami Bensouda and Co.
Yes.
And then after 2018, Senghor Law Chamber was appointed as retainer of the council.
Senghor Law Practice?
Yes.
Do you know how Senghor Law Practice was retained?
Well, that one I cannot tell anyway.
You don't know?
Anyway, no.
Have you seen the contract?
There was a contract, yes.
Have you seen the contract?
I cannot tell exactly, but I believe there was a contract between the council and.
So what was the remuneration agreement? Do you know?
The remuneration was you have a retainer fee, and then probably when he provides services, he attach charges to it.
Can you provide us with the details of the remuneration details when you come back?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Now, so for the projects between 2018 to 2020, do you have a list of these projects?
I don't have it right now with me here.
Can you please provide us with that?
List of projects,
Yes.
contracts. Okay.
Do you know whether there were any individuals on contract working for council?
Yes, there
This
were.
period?
There were individuals on contracts.
Please provide us with the list and the detail of their contracts. How about advisors?
Yes.
Advisors.
Yeah, we have advisors.
Yes. Do you have the list of advisors? How many advisors?
We have advisors on the finance committee and the contract committee, I think.
Please provide us with the details of these advisors and the remuneration agreement as well.
Okay.
Any questions for this witness before I proceed?
No.
And that will be all for this witness.
Mr. Njie, thank you for coming. We will be sending you summons to appear to deal with the detailed issues of the transactions of the council.
Thank you.
All right?
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. So please endeavor to bring these documents by Thursday next week.
Next week. Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. Please call in the next
That was a
witness.
file.
You are discharged, Mr. Njie.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Yeah. Mr. Witness, welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
Islam.
Can you speak louder into the mic?
Islam.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Make an affirmation.
Okay. Madam Chair, will the witness wishes to make an affirmation? Okay. Use your right hand, raise your hand into the air and repeat after me. I, Landing Colley, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Colley.
Afternoon.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
And Council, can we proceed?
Mr. Colley, please state your full name.
Landing Colley.
What is your address?
Brikama Daruhayo.
Mr. Colley, you work for Brikama Area Council?
No, Kanifing Municipal.
Kanifing Municipal Council. Since when?
June 2023.
In what capacity?
Director of Internal Audit.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Yeah.
Were you confirmed?
Not yet. I am not confirmed, but the council wrote to the commission for my confirmation.
Council wrote?
To the commission for my confirmation.
All right. We applied to tender a letter with the heading appointment as Director of Internal Audit, addressed to the witness, Mr. Landing Coley. The date is 28th of April 2023. It's signed by for the Permanent Secretary.
Counsel, may I confirm from you what the witness said? I think he said he started with the K.M.C. Started work with the K.M.C. in June 2022.
Three.
June 2023.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's 3.
A letter dated the 28th of April 2023, addressed to Mr. Landing Coley, Brikama. We saw here Brikama Area Council.
I think that is a mistake on their end.
With reference LM 31/135/01 in brackets 130. The letter is from the Ministry for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs. The letter is signed by one Gomens D for Permanent Secretary. The letter is copied to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Lord Mayor, Carnifing Municipal Council, Chief Executive Officer, Carnifing Municipal Council, Director of Finance, Carnifing Municipal Council. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and is marked as LGC/LC/KMC/001.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Coley, when you were employed as the Director of Internal Audit,
Yes.
it is at a time when it is beyond the mandate of the Commission. So you are relevant in the sense that you are called to provide or give a detailed explanation as to how you assumed office, what you found on the ground, and the policies thereof, if any. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So it is in that capacity that you have been called as a witness. Now, please tell us what your educational background is.
I started my primary school in Kabafta Lower Basic School, 1997 to 2003. Then proceeded to Brikama Upper Basic School, 2003 to 2006. Gambia Senior Secondary School, 2006 to 2009. In between, that is from 2009 then to 2010, did this UQ on unqualified teaching. Then 2010 to 2014, University of the Gambia. From 2014 to early 2017, taught at Fatima Senior Secondary School. And then from February 2017 to July 2017, was at Reliance Financial Service as an internal audit and compliance officer. Then July 2017 to 2019 July, proceeded to India to study my master's in economics at University of Savitribai Pune University, Savitribai Pune University, India. And then by from December 2019 to June 2023, was at the Directorate of Internal Audit as a senior internal auditor. Then June 2023 to date, occupied the office of the Director of Internal Audit for Carnegie Municipal Council.
All right, thank you very much. Now, you gave a statement
Yes.
to the investigators that was on the 10th of September 2024, correct?
Yes.
I will give you a copy of your statement. Please go through it.
Yeah, I'm comparing with the one I have. For sure, that is it.
You confirm that that is your statement?
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Landing Kohli. The date is 10th of September 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 10th of September 2024, made by Mr. Landing Kohli, is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and marked as LC/LC/KMC/002.
As the commission pleases. Now, when you were appointed Director of Internal Audit at the Carnegie Municipal Council, do you know who you took over from?
I took over from Basiru Njie.
Basiru Jang.
Njie.
Njai.
Yes, Njai.
Njai. Don't worry, I am Gambian. I know how to spell Njai.
No, you know, it's some spell Njie.
Yes, I just want to make you feel comfortable with that. So, was there any handed over note?
Of course, there was.
Do you have a copy of the handed over?
Yes, I do.
Can we please see it? That we apply to tender a memo addressed to a memo from the Senior Internal Auditor, addressed to the Director of Internal Audit Department. Lord Mayor is copied, Deputy Chief Executive Officer is copied, and the manager HR is also copied. It is signed by Basiru Njie, Senior Internal Auditor, And the officer taking over, Director of Internal Audit Department, that's you?
Yes.
Yes, London Coley. The date is 6th of July 2023. Into evidence as an exhibit.
Council, can I take the water?
Please come again.
The water.
Yes, yes, that's for you. Right. Okay.
A memo dated the 6th of July 2023 from Senior Internal Auditor to the Director Internal Audit Department. The said memo is copied to the Office of the Lord Mayor, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and Manager HR. The caption of the memo is handing over notes, and it is signed by Basiru Njie, Senior Internal Auditor, Officer taking over, Director of Internal Audit Department, and a witness. This document is admitted as an exhibit in evidence, and it's marked as LGC/LC/KMC/003.
As the Commission pleases. Now, can you tell us what you found on the ground when you took over?
As in the assets or the process?
Come again, sir?
You mean on the process?
Yes, the process. The staff you inherited, if any, the process you found on the ground, what was done, were they in compliance with regulations? Was there periodical audit done or quarterly audit done? Yes, these informations.
When I took over the office, I had 5 staffs, you know. It was a department that was without a director for over 2 years. And by that,
Go ahead, please proceed.
by that, when it comes to the basic understanding of how audit works, was lacking on the area of my staff. And then when it comes to the processes I found on the ground on the, in the council, I can say a medium in terms of control processes.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Can you please elaborate more or further?
I found a system that there is a will for improvement.
There's a will for improvement.
Yes.
Okay.
On both the side of the management and the policy makers. However, there was a limited understanding of or exposure to most of the regulatory frameworks that govern the councils.
And these are?
The Financial and Accounting Manual. Well, for the Local Government Act, most were familiarized, that is something that most familiarize themselves with. But when it comes to the accounting, the Finance and Audit Act, this is something that the understanding was a bit low. That is the kind of system I found on the ground.
So
but there was a will for improvement.
What gave you, there's always room for improvement, even where you have the best accountants present. But what gave you the impression, or what informed your opinion that what you found on the ground really, it suggests that there is a lack of understanding with respect to the financial manual and the Finance and Audit Act? Give us examples of departures or derogations from the dictates or the requirements of these two instruments, legal instruments, that warrant you to have this opinion that perhaps maybe they do not understand the manual or the act.
I'll start from my department.
Yes.
Yes, like I said, they are exposed to the audit standard, the audit processes, and how audit reports are to be written, how engagements are to be carried out, were a bit lacking, was lacking in huge. But when it comes to the council, probably in the area of sittings, in the area of let's say, in the area of staff matters, this is something that was lacking.
Okay, I am not sure whether I'm the one not understanding what you're saying, but let's try to get somewhere. What I want is specifications. Okay. So when you assume office in any professional setting, you definitely know what you will find on the ground.
Yes.
You understand? It's one thing to say the XYZ when we're not following standards or regulation, but it's another thing to also to point out circumstances, situations wherein XYZ, for instance, I had found that they were doing XYZ contrary to the manual, which probably suggests maybe they don't understand the manual, or it was a disregard of the manual. Specifications.
Okay. When I came in newly, the first thing that I did was I conducted what is called a procurement audit.
Procurement?
A procurement audit. Procurement audit.
Yes. What is procurement audit?
I looked at the procurement processes.
Okay.
And I looked at how contracts were awarded. I looked at the evaluation processes.
Yes.
When I looked at that, and then I found out that when it comes to the assessment of contracts, there was no independent evaluation committee.
All right.
So that was something that I advised that there should be an independent evaluation committee to ensure, because what I understand is the council is a bit different from the central government. In essence, when it comes to the central, the policy makers and then the management is kind of segregated. But when it comes to this council, you have the policy makers that also take some functions of management.
They have a lot of function in management.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is always that conflict, because the person who's supposed to make those policy advices, if that person is also carrying out the management function, there's a conflict when it is flagged out. So that is one of the lapses.
What does that mean?
Let's say the contract, the evaluation was not, the evaluation is conducted, and then not conducted by the independent evaluation committee, and then the contract, the job is not completed. And then you query it as an auditor, and you are to report to those very people that sat on that evaluation. So there is that conflict there. that is one thing. The other thing is the sit-ins. The sit-ins, the payment processes as far as the sit-ins are concerned.
You mean council sit-ins?
Yes, council sit-ins.
Go ahead.
That sit-ins are to be conducted, and then it takes time, the attendance list and everything attached, and then later be paid. This is something that, what I found on the ground was that most would like, the payments were conducted immediately, the sit-ins, happened, So that does not go, to me, in line with best practices, because you have to take some time and then allow the process to flow normally, and then the verifications will be done, and then to ascertain who actually attended the sit-ins or not, then you can be able to provide better assurance. So these are some of the things that, were not better off at the time.
So, for instance, if there is no room or adequate time for verification of payments, then it is probably open to fraud.
Of course.
Good. Now, this procurement audit you did, is there a report to that?
Yes.
Can you provide us with the report?
Of course, for sure.
Is there another report you have conducted when you just came?
Yes.
What other report is that?
Payroll and HR audit.
Payroll and HR audit.
Yes.
Can you please provide us with these reports?
For sure.
Is that all?
No, I also did a accounts count audit, surprise cash count.
Surprise?
Cash count.
Surprise cash count.
On the side of the cashiers.
The cashiers.
Yes.
Can you please provide us with the report as well?
The payroll and the note of the cash count is the draft that is sent right now, and awaiting for management response.
Yes. So please avail us the draft, and we will also wait for the completion of the report.
And then the other one is the ballot audit.
The ballot audit?
Yes, that I just concluded.
Very well. And then the other one?
Basically, these are the four.
That's it. So you have, is it 4 or 5?
4.
4. Thank you very much. And do you know whether, prior to your arrival, whether there were internal audits conducted between 2018 to 2020 before you arrived, between 2018 to 2023 before you took over the position of the Director of Internal Audit, whether there were political audits, if any, and this quarterly audit as required by the Local Government Finance Audit Act. You know, it's a requirement that you quarterly audit, correct?
For sure.
Yes, so do you know whether they were in compliance?
Whether there is compliance from the side of the auditors?
Yes.
Well, like I said, they've been doing that. What I said was, this is a department that was without that for quite some time, and we have staff that are never exposed to proper auditing. Yes, they are producing some reports, but evidence that I cannot understand those reports.
That was serious. If you cannot understand it, there's no you understand it. But do you have the way you avail copies of this report?
Yes, for sure.
Can you provide us with the report that you were given? Yes. How many reports do you know? Bulky. But is it one report or just several reports over a certain period of time?
Several reports over a certain period of time.
So we will need that as well. Now, were payments passing through the internal audit? when you took over, did you, part of your findings, where the finance department in compliance with the standard practices that every payment should pass through, should it?
I cannot say much regarding the farmers, right? Because I didn't do a post on the paper vouchers.
Yes.
However, since I assume, I've noticed that there are some payments that happens without passing through the audit department. So if it is happening in my own presence, I believe it must have happened before trials.
Now, do you know what the structure was of payment prior to the agreement office? For instance, who has the authority to approve expenditure? We know that the law says that up to a certain amount the CEO can approve, up to a certain amount beyond the mayor has or the chairperson, as the case may be. But do you know what the structure was on the ground that you found?
Well, I'm trying to digest that. All right. I think I will categorize it in two folds.
Yes.
I've not seen the mayor approving payments.
Yes.
However, I understand that probably you might also understand that his office is one of the addressees for external correspondences.
Yes.
So by that, request must have come because the councillors and the councillors will request through his office.
Yes.
But what I do see is the advice, requests for CEO's advice, or telling CEO take note.
Yes.
So I will not know what that take note means. However, the approvals are done by CEO. So
by the CEO.
I don't. Yes. So I didn't see any payment that.
Now let me read to you what the finance manual says.
Yes.
On page 19, I'm sure you are familiar with the financial manual.
Yes, I've seen that point. So.
You've seen that. You've seen what I'm talking about. So
Yes,
it's not
yes.
what I'm trying to make up is just what the law says. 305 says. 305 says authority for expenditure. The authority to incur expenditure is vested in council through budget approval. Now the finance director shall not make any payment nor accept any charge in his accounts unless authorized by the chief executive and in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each council. As regards the monetary threshold, it should be noted that up to a given amount, the CEO can approve and incur expenditure without reference to the chairman or mayor of the council. Now, up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance from the chairman or mayor, as the case may apply. The additions are my words. Now, beyond a given amount, the CEO is required to refer such expenditure to council to seek approval. So, in fact, there are 3 tiers to financial approval. We know for some area councils we have already dealt with. They just disregard all these processes, and the CEO and the finance director, of course, we know in consultations with the overall head, who was the chairperson, as the case may be, in other area councils. But we want to just know for every area council we've asked this question. Now, when you took over, is this really adhered to?
Like, what happens is, I know that the mayor is briefed.
Is briefed?
Yes, on daily basis as to what is happening in the council.
Yes.
I believe. All right.
And to be specific, the finances.
I might not know what they discuss in their office.
Yes.
However, what I do know of is, let's say when it comes to payments, But for contracts,
Yes.
most of the time is discussed at the general council level.
For contracts.
Yes, for contracts.
Yes.
But when it comes to other payments, that has a threshold of, let's say, 500,000, above
Yes.
$500,000.
Yes.
Well, I don't see anywhere in those payments where the mayor approves. I don't know whether that approval is sought closed doors and the go-ahead is given, but as far as the payment vouchers are concerned and the documentations on those payment vouchers are concerned, I've never seen anywhere where the mayor approves.
Now, do you think, as internal auditor, 305, how should it be complied with?
It should be complied formally.
Formally, yes. So, for instance, where approvals are given at any point in time, and as internal audit department, you don't see this structure. Should that be part of the part of the red flags?
For sure.
For sure. Any questions to this witness?
Now, Mr. Koli, for the department, is there any work plan?
Yes,
You have a work plan.
for 2023 and 2024, I assume 2023, I assume 2023, third quarter.
Yes. Did you find a work plan?
Yes, I found a work plan and also a work plan.
The work plan that you found, what period did it cover?
That's for 2023.
Just for 2023. Yes. Did you check whether there were subsequent work plans for the preceding years?
No.
You did not check.
Yes.
Thank you.
Just a short question. When you assume office from, is it Mr. Njie?
Yes.
Handing over from Mr. Njie.
Yes, yes.
Was Mr. Njie still a member of your staff?
Yes.
And he's still?
Yes, he's still.
Okay, thank you.
Council?
All for this witness, we will communicate to him regarding when he has to appear, if he has to appear in.
Is there any other witness? That's
the last witness for the day. I am informed by the registrar.
Mr. Koli, thank you so much for coming. You are discharged. Please kindly provide the documents that you requested to provide for us. Thank you. If there's any need to call you to clarify for us some issues, we will do so. Thank you. So please kindly provide these documents by Wednesday next week. Thank you. I will discharge. You may rise.